Alright, I just wanted to come on and talk about this Texas shooting. My heart goes out to the families that lost. They lost children or even the adults that were lost. I'm not fully aware what exactly the body count, or how, I don't even want to say body count, the souls lost count is. Um, my heart even goes out to the shooter. I mean, apparently he had some stuff going on up here. Same thing with all these shootings. I just hope that the media, big media, doesn't come in and start trying to capitalize on it and using fake people to say I was a student when they wouldn't. I just pray that doesn't happen. Also, I hope it ain't an attack on the Second Amendment via using mental disorders as an excuse to take away people's guns. I have bipolar, anxiety, and depression, but I am not one that's going to go out and shoot up people. I'm responsible with my guns. I am not going to hurt nobody. I carry big knives, I carry guns, I carry whatever. I'm not going to hurt nobody. I may be classified as having mental issues or whatever by some doctor sitting in an office. I know I have my days that I'm frustrated. Well, those days my guns get put away. I hope this school shooting doesn't push the gun control agenda. I hope Texas doesn't allow that crap to come here. Like I said, my heart, my prayers, and my thoughts go out to those families. I just hope that they start arming teachers. I think it's more than time to start arming teachers. Training teachers, training them. Telling them if you want to be a teacher, you got to be trained. You got to know how to use a gun. I don't care if it's just a small Glock, a small little tiny, I don't care what kind of gun it is, a small gun. Enough to stop a shooter in his tracks. I actually think they should lock all the doors except for one door. That's the main entrance. Have metal detectors at those doors. Have police officers at those doors. I'm sorry, but this is the way it's getting to be in life. So I think that they ought to barricade them schools off. You can't even get on the ground with a gun. Hell, they're veterans and militia or patriots that would love to sit out there and protect the schools. Let them sit out there and protect the schools. We don't have that many police officers. Let the veterans sit out there. The veterans will protect the schools. Hell, I would if I really thought it was necessary. But I don't have the training that the veterans have. So, that being said, I would say let the veterans, as long as they go through the checks and they sit out there and they are proven mentally fit enough to sit out there. Let the veterans that are willing to sit out there and protect them kids, let them protect them kids. Let the teachers carry a gun. A hidden holster. The students don't even have to know that they're carrying a gun. Even if the kids do know, who cares? I've seen too many videos of students, I ain't gonna put no race in it because I ain't a racist. I don't give a crap about race. Where students attack teachers and start beating on them, knocking them out cold, and doing all this stuff. A student attacks a teacher, And if he gets shot, hey, that's on him. You attack a teacher, you go attack a cop. That student go attack a cop, he's going to get shot. And you're going to say your kid's a good boy. Oh, he a good boy. He ain't done nothing. Yeah, okay. Your student is being an asshole. He needs to be put in jail. He needs to be put in prison. If your student is a bully, your student needs to be put in jail for assault and intimidation and terroristic threats and I don't know all the legal terms. I think it's high time we start drawing a hard line in the sand. I think it's time that we start telling the parents, if your students are doing this, you are held responsible and accountable. If your student is proven to be a bully, you should be held accountable. I'm just waiting to hear somebody say that we need gun control over this stupid shooting. This shooting was stupid. It doesn't matter what kind of gun he had. It doesn't. I heard one reporter asking, what kind of gun did he have? Who cares what kind of gun he had? It doesn't matter. What matters are those people that were lost. That's what matters. We don't care what implement they have to shoot or kill somebody. Hell, somebody walking down the street can be killed just walking down the street by one of these. And you're going to tell me that it's the knife that killed him? The knife is dangerous, so we got to eliminate all knives because it's dangerous? The knife didn't kill him. The gun didn't kill him. It's the person pulling that trigger. I'm sorry, if you go to a cop and you point a BB gun at a cop and you get killed, I don't have any sympathy to you. I don't care. You did something stupid. I feel sorry for you for making that choice. But I'm going to tell you right now. If you point a BB gun, here, I'll show you one in mine, my BB gun. I want you to tell me, if I walked up to you, gotta get it out. I keep it away from kids, just the same as any real gun. I keep BB guns up just the same as real guns. If I walked up to you on the street, I pointed that at you, what are you gonna think? It's plastic. But walking up, you can't tell that. You're gonna shoot me. A cop's gonna shoot me. So if you carry that in and do a robbery and get shot, or you carry that and get shot by a cop, a civilian, whatever, I don't feel sorry for you. People need to take responsibility for themselves. People need to stop saying, well, it's, well, and coming up with excuses. I've heard too many darned excuses. People need to stop putting excuses out there. Because I'm black. Because I'm white. Because I'm low income. Because I'm... Come on, man. Really? I've allowed myself to fall into that trap for so long. And I'm trying to struggle to get out of my trap. My mental trap. I am working hard at getting out of my mental trap of I'm worthless. Because, I've had put too many excuses out there for myself. These kids are being taught, well, I can't do it because society has set this factor against me. They need to be taught you can do it if you put the work in. You could do it. It doesn't matter. You can do it. You can make it. Like I said, my heart goes out to these people that were lost in these shootings. The one in Florida, the one in Texas, the one, I don't care, even clear back in Columbine. My heart goes clear back to them. Those kids were so lost and so warped in their heads from these, I'm going to say it, from violent video games. Okay, Columbine, maybe not the video games, but the books and the comic books and the movies and all this other stuff. Murder is glorified. It is so glorified. Everybody thinks it's a glorious thing. It's not a glorious thing to take somebody's life. It's not, because once you pull that trigger, it's done. It's over. You can't call that bullet back. It's over. Once you point a gun at somebody, no matter if it's plastic or real, that person, you put that person in that situation where they have to react. They don't have time to think if that's real or not. They have to react. And so they're going to react. They're going to either A, shoot you and kill you, or they're going to wound you real bad. And it's going to be a bad situation. It doesn't matter. Wake up. Take responsibility for yourself. And tell people that it's not the gun. It's not the gun. It's not the case-by-case scenario on mental health needs to be assessed. I agree with that. But it's not all mental health people. I know veterans out there that have great responsibility but have post-traumatic stress disorder. They take their guns and they lock them away. Especially on the days that they're having real bad days. Their family knows we need to lock these away. People do need to be assessed. People do need to be watched to a point. I don't agree with big government. I don't agree with doctors cramming medicine down that makes things worse. I refuse to take medicine because I am trying to do it without medicine. I've taken medicine my whole life. I've taken everything from Ritalin, Prozac, lithium, and then everything else. I can't even remember all the names I've taken from doctors. Because at first they said it was attention deficit disorder. Now, well, you hear that attention deficit disorder is a fake thing that pharmaceuticals made up, and this just to push your pharmaceutical. My problem was I had bipolar disorder. And no one understood what bipolar disorder was, or how attention deficit disorder could be translated into bipolar disorder. I didn't care about school. No one understood back then. They just figured, hey, slam medicine down his throat, and so much medicine down his throat that I pass out. Hey, he's being a good kid. He's knocked out. Hey, good. That's how the doctors looked at it. My mom, I don't hold anything against my mom or my parents, because they were going off of what doctors were saying. And these doctors made a lot of money on my mom and my dad. They were slamming drugs down my throat. And I don't agree with that. That's a lot of the problem, man. These kids are getting doped up illegally by these doctors That are misdiagnosing them with something that they don't have. I see it all the time. I see kids saying, "Hey, I got attention deficit disorder, man. They're giving me drugs, man." It's not cool, man. Not cool. I say, let's start looking at how the parents are raising these kids. Let's start looking at responsibility, taking responsibility for these kids. Let's start looking at if these kids are bullied or they're separated by the students in high school because they're a little odd or a little different. You know, one time, hey, look at me now. I'm about as redneck as you get. One time I was a gothic looking dude, man. I wore the white face and the lipstick and all the fingernail polish and all that. That's when I was back in just getting out of high school. I thought it was cool. I went through my phases. Everybody considered me odd because I was so doped up in high school by these medicines. I was one of those kids that nobody wanted to hang out with. I was lonely for the longest time. I was one of those kids. I still didn't want to shoot up the school. I wanted to get away from school. I didn't care about school. I wanted away from school. I wanted away from the doctors. I wanted away from everything. As soon as I turned 18, man, I tried to get away from it. I tried. But every time I turned around, it just come back around to the doctors wanting to pump more medicine in me. Oh, well, you should take this. You should take this. You should take this. Before I know it, I was a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict anymore. It was so easy for me to pop pills because I popped so many pills in high school. I didn't even know what I was doing after high school. We need to get away from slamming drugs that don't work down kids' throats. We need to get away from classifying everybody in one group, saying they're just an evil group. They're just evil. No, they may be misunderstood or they're not, maybe undereducated about certain situations. We need to educate people. Educate them on gun safety. Educate them on, hell, knife safety. We need to educate them on everything. Start educating people, not demeaning people or tearing them down or just calling them weirdo, wackos, or whatever. Start educating people. Don't let society tear you down just because you're in a class. They say because I'm a redneck, man, I'm white trash, man. I'm not. I choose to look like a redneck. I choose to look this way. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Hell, I'll help you out. Hell, if you want something built, man, come to me. I'll help you build it, man. I'll find you the free wood to do it. I'm that kind of a person. I'll help you. I'll give you my shirt off my back. I'm that kind of a person. We need to get away from tearing people down just because of who they are. And we need to get away from allowing these elite people dividing the nation by race, by liberal, or we need to get away from the division of this nation and stand together. That's what this nation needs. We need to get back. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. We need to get back to God. We need to let God take control of this nation again. Without God, a nation's going to fall. It happened to Rome. Why can't it happen here? It'll happen eventually. And I hear people saying they're ready for civil war. I'm not ready for it because it's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be where people are going to have to choose between family and constitutionality. Are you going to make that choice? Think about it. I just hope these shootings aren't gun control ways of being the agenda being pushed further. I hope Donald Trump knows better. I hope Donald Trump knows it shall not be infringed stands for. I love Donald Trump. I support Donald Trump. I support any, I ain't going to say Republican or Democrat, anybody that supports my constitutional rights. I support them. I'm an independent. I claim independence because I don't want to claim either side. To me, they're all the same. So, I wanted to come on here and say I am praying for those families that lost in Florida and everywhere. I pray for police officers that are lost because bad police officers earn the hate. And good police officers are trying to do their job, but bad police officers making it bad. Don't earn the hate. Take away that blue line that divides you from us. Take away that blue line and that blue wall and say that if my fellow police officer is doing wrong, I'm going to report him. Take that away. Don't divide yourself from us. Don't think you're above the law because you're not. Stand up for America. Stand up for constitutional rights. Stand up for the law. The way it's written, not the way you want to perceive it because you are a cop. Stand up for America. It's about time. It's time to arm the teachers and put police officers back in the schools. Put veterans at schools. Armed veterans that have went through the training to be at school with a gun waiting because you know somebody's going to try it again because you have repeat or copycats or repeats or whatever you want to call them. To me, it's time to get rid of the video games that glorify murder. I've said what I said. Have a good day and God bless.